migrant families. Mind you, the policy was designed to stop criminals, to prevent individuals from crossing our borders illegally. For these people, children were just the props to make leftist hearts bleed and to let the lawbreakers take advantage of the benefits of living in this country. I was initially disappointed in the president, but then I thought about what he said. We're keeping families together, and this will solve that problem. At the same time, we are keeping a very powerful border, and there continues to be zero tolerance. There was a storm of protest from the left, one that the media would have fanned, so that the smoke of that fire would obscure every goal President Trump has for this nation. He made a disagreeable decision, one that went against the law and his own ideals. He made a political decision. Maybe that's why he may turn out to be the greatest commander-in-chief of our era. Trump put statesmanship above the desires of his electorate. You know, if President Richard Nixon had done that when the Watergate scandal broke, owned up to an environment he created that allowed for corruption, he might never have had to resign. It would not have defined his administration and obscured his real achievements. The president capitulated so that we could get off this topic and try to solve the problem of illegal immigration and anchor babies through legislation, which, of course, the Democrats have been stonewalling in an effort to poison Trump to voters. Care for the illegal immigrants? That's not even on the Democrats' radar. The jury is out on whether the president, by putting out this fire, can turn to stopping the bigger one, our porous and ineffective borders. My fear and my gut tell me that the social virus of all-consuming hate of the left is impervious to dispassionate reason, just as physical viruses are impervious to antibiotics. The left does not just hate President Trump. They hate this nation. In this book, I will expose the many contemporary and historical cases of mass hysteria, going as far back as Columbus. Whether the mass movement is run by Farrakhan, Hitler, Stalin, Mao, Castro, Moses, Abraham, Isaac, Muhammad, it doesn't matter. The cause and the symptoms are the same. I've found that virtually all mass movements rely upon hatred, with perhaps the exception of modern Christianity. In the beginning, Christianity was not born of, nor was it spread by the gospel of hatred. Christianity was born of love and spread through the gospel of love, overcoming the gospels of hatred in the past and during our time. Can you say the same about other religions? In The True Believer, Eric Hoffer wrote, "Mass movements can rise and spread without belief in a God, but never without belief in a devil." He posited that the strength of the mass movement was proportionate to the vividness and tangibility of its devil, an insight not lost on Adolf Hitler. Hitler once said that if the Jew did not exist, we should have then to invent him. It is essential to have a tangible enemy, not merely an abstract one. Hoffer relates the story of a Japanese mission, visiting Berlin in 1932 to study the National Socialist movement, lamenting they had no devil equivalent to the Jews in their own country. Chiang Kai-shek had the same problem in galvanizing his mass movement when he failed to replace the vanquished Japanese with a new devil. The new Jews for progressives are Trump and his supporters. The hatred for Trump is at the same fever pitch as was the hatred for Jews in early Nazi Germany. The patriarchy, the family, the church, white people, the police, the military, capitalism, conservatives, the Bible itself are all hate piñatas for hysterical progressives. They attack anyone and anything the liberal media tell them to hate. As Thomas Jefferson wrote, "I really look with commiseration over the great body of my fellow citizens who, reading newspapers, live and die in the belief that they have known something of what has been passing in the world in their time." That's just as true today. Do television viewers really know what's been passing in the world in their time because they watch the news? I don't care what channel it is. Is what you see on ABC, CBS, NBC, CNN, and MSNBC really representative of